Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mechanical Engineer. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draw the parts and assembly of a connecting rod. The connecting rod has 5 parts. Number 1 is the rod, then cap, a bearing brass, then bolt, finally the nut. Now let's get started. Open SOLIDWORKS, create a new part. I'm selecting the top plane, click Sketch, draw a circle of diameter 42. Draw a center line to bisect the circle. Go to Trim Entities and trim the left side. Now go to Features, click Extruded Boss, choose Midplane and extrude this to a height of 28 mm. Now select the front plane, click Sketch, choose Center Rectangle and draw a rectangle and select Curve, choose the 3-point curve and draw a curve. Now go to Smart Dimension. The height is 18 mm. So this is the right side part and the diameter is given as 24, so the radius is 12 mm. Similarly, the distance between the point and the center axis is given as 13 mm. Now click this line and make this as construction line. Click Ctrl, choose the origin and the center point of the rectangle and make it as horizontal. Finally mark the center distance between the two circles. The center distance is given as 145 mm. Go to Features, click Revolved Boss, select the center line, click OK. Next, to draw the connecting part, I am going to create 2 planes. So go to Reference Geometry, choose Plane, choose the right plane as the reference plane and I'm creating a plane at a distance of 30 mm. Next again go to Reference Geometry, Plane, and from the plane 1, the second plane is at a distance of 100 mm as given in the drawing. Now I am selecting the plane 1, click Sketch. So the cross section AA is located at the plane 1. So choose the center rectangle then draw the curves. Go to Smart Dimension. The length is 11 plus 8 mm, 4 mm at each side and the height is 11 mm and this distance is given as 1 mm. Similarly in the right side also the distance is 1 mm. Select these 2 lines and make it as construction line. Now exit the sketch. Next select plane 2, click Sketch. The section BB is located at this plane 2. So draw a center rectangle and draw 2 curves. Go to Smart Dimension. Now the length is 5 plus 8, 4 at each side. And the height is 11 mm. The distance is given as 1 mm at each side. Now make these 2 lines as construction lines. Now exit the sketch. Now go to sketch. Here you can find 3D sketch option. So choose 3D sketch, select line and draw a line, click escape, then draw another line. Okay. Now click control, choose the top right edge and the line and make it as coincident. Similarly, click control, choose the line and the point and make it as coincident. Next, click control, select the left extreme edge and the second line and make it as coincident. Similarly, select the line and the edge and make it as coincident. Okay. Now, click control, select the 2 points and make it as horizontal along Z. Okay, you can see that the direction is Z. Similarly, go to the next edge, click control, select the 2 points and make it as along Z. Okay, so we don't need to specify the length of the line. Now go to features, click boundary bars. In the direction 1, select the sketch profile, so choose any one specific edge, and in direction 2 select the line 1 and this is a open curve, then again select the line 2, again a open curve, click OK. Now we have created the connection. You can hide these planes if you want. Next I am going to create the fillets. Go to fillet, choose fillet radius as 14 mm, select these 2 edges, click OK. Next go to fillet, select the minimum edge and the fillet radius is given as 8 mm. Next go to fillet, choose fillet radius as 4 mm, select these 2 edges, click OK. Similarly go to fillet, choose the fillet radius as 7 mm and select these 2 edges, click OK. Next I am going to cut the material. So choose top plane, click sketch, next I am going to cut the material. For that I actually need the planes to be visible. So I am enabling the planes. Now click the top plane, click sketch, draw 2 lines between the planes, select 3-point arc and draw an arc at each side. Now click control, select the top edge and the line and make it as parallel. Similarly at the bottom also choose the line and the edge and make it as parallel. Go to smart dimension and mark the distance between the edge and the line as 4 mm. Similarly at the bottom also it is 4 mm. Now click control, select the line and the curve and make it as tangent. Similarly click control, choose the line and the curve and make it as tangent. Okay. Now go to features, click extruded cut, choose offset plane because the middle width is given as 5 mm, so I am creating an offset of 2.5 at each side. So you can change the direction of offset, click OK. Next I have removed the material at one side. Next I am going to mirror it. Go to linear pattern, choose mirror. Mirror plane is the top plane, so the cut extrude is already selected, click OK. Now we can hide these planes. Next, select this surface, click sketch, and draw a circle. Go to smart dimension. The circle radius is given as 9, so the diameter is 18. Click Control, select the circle and the outer circle and make it as concentric. Go to Features, click Extruded Cut, choose Through All. Okay. Next, select the surface, click Sketch. Draw 2 circles at each side. The circle radius is given as 6, so the diameter is 12 mm. At each side it is 12 mm, and the circles are located at a distance of 44. So at each side it is 22. Click Control, select the circle center and the origin and make it as horizontal. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and change the direction. The extrude width is 15 mm. Okay. Next, select the surface, click Sketch. Draw another 2 circles. Go to Smart Dimension. The diameter is 6 mm at each side. Click Control, select the circle and the outer circle and make it as concentric. Similarly, here also select the circle and the outer circle and make it as concentric. Go to Features, choose Extruded Cut and extrude this and remove the material. Now go to Fillet, choose fillet radius as 3 mm and select these 2 curvature edges. Okay, click OK. Next, select the top plane, click Sketch, draw a circle. Its diameter is, radius is 17, so the diameter is 17 into 2. Go to Features, click Extruded Cut, choose Through All. Okay. Now save this as part number 1. Close this, click New, create a new part. Select the front plane, click Sketch, choose corner rectangle and draw a rectangle. Click Control, select origin and one side and make it as midpoint. Now select a 3-point arc and draw an arc. Go to Smart Dimension. The overall height is 28. This is actually the drawing of part number 2, cap. Then this distance is given as 23. Similarly, this length is 21. Select this line and make it as construction line. Go to Features, choose Revolved Bars, select the center line and the angle is 90 degree. Choose direction 2 and in direction 2 also the angle is 90 degree. Okay. Next, select this surface, click Sketch, draw 2 circles of diameter 12 mm. The distance between the circles is 44. So it is 22 at each side. Click Control, select the circle centers and the origin and make it as horizontal. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and extrude this to a length of 17 mm. So change the direction. Now select the surface, click Sketch. Again draw another two circles. The circle diameter is given as 6 mm. Click Control, select the outer circle and the inner circle and make it as concentric. Similarly, this side also, click Control, select the outer circle and the inner circle and make it as concentric. Now go to Features, click Extruded Cut, choose Through All. Now go to Fillet, choose the fillet radius as 3 mm and select these two curvature edges. Next, select the top surface, click Sketch, draw a circle of radius 17, so diameter is 17 into 2. Go to Features, click Extruded Cut, choose Through All. Now save this as part number 2. Next, the third part, click New, create a new part. Select the front plane, click Sketch, draw the profile. I am creating a center line for reference. Go to Smart Dimensions and mark the dimensions. The inner radius is 15 mm. The outer radius is 17 mm. The overall length is 21 mm. And so the height of this region is 28 and the height of web at each side is 3 mm. Okay. Choose Control, select the origin and the center point of the line and make it as horizontal. This line is not under fully constrained, so you can click Control, select these two lines and make it as collinear. Okay. Go to Features, click Revolved Boss. The angle is 90 degree at each side. Click OK. Go to Chamfer. The chamfer length is given as 2 mm. Select the top and bottom edge. Click OK. Now I have created the part 3. Now save this as part number 3. Now the part 4 is the bolt. Select the right plane, click Sketch. It's a M6 bolt, so I am creating a 6 mm diameter. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars, extrude this to 43 mm. And select the surface, click Sketch. So you can use Ctrl 8 to view in the normal direction. Choose Polygon, draw a polygon. The diameter is given as 10 mm. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and extrude this to 6 mm. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to Hole Wizard, choose Thread. Select the starting edge. Choose End condition as blind and the length is 16 mm. Click OK. Now save this as part number 4. So the last part is the nut. Select the right plane, click Sketch, draw a polygon. of diameter 10 mm. So you can click Control, select any one of the point and make it as horizontal. Then draw a circle of 6 mm diameter. Go to Features, click Extruded Bars and extrude this to a thickness of 6 mm. Now go to Hole Wizard, choose Thread, select the starting edge. The end condition is up to selection. Choose the end face. So here I'm going to extrude the thread, trim with the start surface and trim with the end face. Now save this as part number 5. Now we have created the part. I'm going to assemble it. Create a new assembly. So choose from part 1. Then go to Insert Component. Choose part 2. And go to Insert Component part 3. So I need replica of this part 3. So click Control, select the part and create a multiplicate part. Go to Mate, choose the curvature surface and the outer surface of the brass. Choose concentric mate. Then you can rotate this. Again go to Mate, select the side faces and choose coincident mate. Similarly select the bottom face of the rod and its face and choose coincident mate. Next, select the curvature surface. So delete this face. Select the outer face of the brass. Choose concentric. Anyway, it is going to be the same. Select the top face and the bottom face. Choose coincident mate. Similarly, select the side surfaces and choose coincident mate. Now we have fixed the brass in each part. Next, select this circular hole and the circular hole of the cap. Choose concentric mate and these two surfaces and choose coincident mate. Next I am going to insert the bolt. So you can create another bolt. Go to Mate, select the curved surfaces, choose concentric mate and the bolt edge and the cap edge, rod edge to choose coincident mate. Similarly select the bolt and the hole, choose concentric mate and these two edges and select coincident mate. Finally insert the last part, that is the nut. Select one more nut. Go to Mate. Select the circular edge of the bolt and circular edge of the nut. Choose concentric mate. Then select the two mating surfaces and choose coincident mate. Similarly here also select the circular edge of the nut and the bolt. Choose concentric mate and the two mating surfaces and the coincident mate. Now we have completed the assembly. We can color as we want. So to color this, you can right click on the part, go to Appearance, choose 1 and here at the right side you can find metal and bronze. I am choosing polished bronze. Click OK. Similarly for part 2 also I am choosing. So here I am not applying the material, I am just choosing the color. I haven't applied the material. Similarly we can apply the material or otherwise the color for all the parts to get a good visualization. Thank you.